Hey everybody, hope you're having a great Sunday. Just wanted to give you a few updates about the Marino show. In case you don't know, a few weeks ago we transitioned from Coffee Break with Candace and David to the Marino show. We actually put an episode up talking about the transition where I interviewed Candace. Candace has a lot of projects going on outside of doing the show, so she didn't have as much time to do it. So she is a singer, so she has some singing dates coming up. She's a documentary filmmaker. She has a documentary she's working on. She's also a doctor, so she has a lot going on. So the show is now the Marino Show, and I'm so excited to be moving forward with the show. We've had a few episodes already, and we are continuing to shoot. I'm in the process of shooting episodes now. I just finished one over the weekend called on My Point TV. They're a new news organization online in Austin that really puts the storytelling in the hands of the community. So community members like myself, others can upload stories to their website from their point of view. That's why it's called My Point TV. So I interviewed Megan Gonzalez, who's the editor-in-chief of My Point TV, and she is awesome. I used to work with her when I worked for Spectrum News, when I was in the news business here in Austin, and now she's running the show at My Point. So you'll hear that interview. That should be airing in mid-April. And then I also just did an interview via Zoom with actress Sandy Johnson. She played Judith Myers in the original Halloween, John Carpenter's 1978 masterpiece. I am a huge horror movie fan. There's the Halloween poster there. There's one behind me. There's another one over here. It's my favorite movie from childhood, the original Halloween. So Sandy Johnson played Judith Myers, the first person that Michael Myers killed as a kid at 8 years old in the original film. And her scene was a pivotal scene because it set up the whole franchise. She was so fun to talk to, just so delightful, so gracious. And she had stepped away from Hollywood and the film industry for a very long time. And she just got back in 2018, and now she's doing horror movie festivals and horror cons and that type of thing, and getting back into film. So we'll talk to her about that. That episode will probably air the last weekend of April, but for both of these episodes I just mentioned, I will be putting out promos a week ahead so that you know they're going to be airing on my Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And I'm teaming up with another new show on Austin Music TV, Like-Minded Lunatics. If you haven't checked out their show, they're great. Todd and Mark, they host the show. They do video music reactions. They play video games and tell stories. It's a very unique blend of what they do. It's pop culture. It's part, video reaction, music reaction, even movies and stuff. So we're teaming up to do an episode together for the Marino show that will most likely air in May. We're going to be shooting that in the coming weeks. And so I'm very excited about that. And I've just been working on kind of being more versatile with the videographers that I've been using. When you're kind of doing your own show and kind of having to fund all that stuff, it can cost money. So kind of setting those things out, like as to when I work with videographers and finding different ones to work with. And so I was very excited to be able to shoot this latest episode over the weekend, and just excited about having this show and this platform. I really feel like it's a great opportunity for me to showcase people in the Austin community, and even outside of the Austin community, our up and coming creators, independent filmmakers, directors, actors, or interviewing people that I really like and that meant a lot to me growing up. I don't always have the most commercial taste, so I like kind of sometimes feeling like the underdog, and I like interviewing the underdog. I really do. I think that I like to just give a platform to people that don't always have a platform. And so that's what I want this show to be. And as it grows and I continue to, play around with content and move forward, that's really what I would like to see more of in the interviews that I do. The interview I wanted to mention that was supposed to air Saturday, March 26th, Austin Music TV had some production issues that day. They had some technical difficulties. So that episode will actually air on Saturday, April 2nd. It's about a rescue dog organization called Rescue Pack based in Buda. And so that will air April 2nd. That was a great organization to highlight and talk to. And you'll see everything that they're doing and how you can help out. If you want to foster dogs or, adopt, you'll get all the information on that on Saturday, April 2nd. But back to what I was saying just about this show, I think there's sometimes when you get on social media and you're doing a show or you're doing anything content creation, there's like this tremendous pressure to build like this huge audience right off the bat. And reality is that's not how that always happens. It doesn't happen quickly. And I feel like for this show, for me, I'm not so much focused on building like this huge audience right away. I'm more about taking my time, going at my pace, doing what works for me, and seeing what happens. Like, I'm not trying to place any huge expectations on it. I'm just trying to let the universe do what the universe does. Whatever's meant to be will be, and that's how everything will work out. And that is typically not my personality, but I'm really having to embrace that, you know, being part of this show and hosting it and interviewing different people. You kind of have to let things play out the way they're going to play out. I'm just very excited that I have this platform, you know, outside of my work life, and just a platform to, you know, showcase subjects I want to talk about, interview people that I find interesting, subjects I find interesting, and just having fun. I want this show to be fun, and the people that I work with, you know, it's been great so far. I shot the Marino show intro in February, the end of February, and Marty Robbins was the videographer, cinematographer. Candace Bellamy directed it, my former co-host, and then I had two actresses that we hired to dance with me in the intro. And just the people I've been able to work with lately, they've been very encouraging, very just, you know, supportive, very supportive. And that's what I think I appreciate the most, that the people that I'm around, that I've been working with, have been supportive and just want me to do the best that I can, and vice versa, me for them. So anyhow, that's the latest update for the Marino Show. You can follow me on Facebook. Facebook has still not changed the title of the Facebook page from Coffee Break with Candace and David to the Marino Show. I have tried a billion times, so I just put in parentheses, which it let me do, now the Marino Show. I don't know why Facebook is so difficult like that, but it is. And then Instagram, you can find me at the Marino Show on Instagram. And then on YouTube, it's The Marino Show. And again, on Facebook, at The Marino Show, you can find it there. And if you want to send story ideas, you can send it to themarinoshow@gmail.com to contact me. And thank you for all of those that have continued to follow or that are following, and to new followers. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is all about building slowly and just having fun. So I look forward to doing more interviews and talking to more people that I find interesting, and just moving forward into the future, letting the universe does what it does, right? So everybody have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk later. Bye.